if you've had the thought of like texting your ex, or maybe just, I don't know, asking how she is, trying to make things work, or maybe trying to get in good terms with her, or trying to see if you guys could crack at it again, or maybe you thought that there was potential and you think that maybe it's worth a shot again. You guys, with the knowledge that you guys have gathered, maybe she's changed, maybe you've changed, maybe there's now a space to facilitate a very like very plain healthy relationship. If that is your thought and you think, yeah, maybe I should give her a call, please don't. Please don't. I did it so that you don't have to. I did it because you don't have to. Because I really thought, get this right. One thing that will never happen when you text your ex is that they will change. No. It's the change is actually guaranteed. It's like the change happens, but it's just the same constant bullshit that you're going to encounter in a different form. Let me lock in, right? Let's say you leave your girl because, like, let's say, I don't know, cheating. You get to a point where, like, you kind of get to, like, you know what? You read the room, you're like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. I wasn't giving her enough attention and shit like that. They just do something, some other bullshit. Story time. I had this girlfriend, right? And basically, we were like in sync. She was my yin, and I was her yang. What the fuck? Like, we were opposite. We were very much alike. And one thing that has been a constant bullshit, or the most, like, whenever people say you need to find someone just like you, that statement has gotten some amount of PR because it is bullshit. One thing you will never ever want is to date someone that is just like you, because she was 90% of me. The 10% is just simply because we didn't grow up in the same house, and we didn't like have the same background and shit. We were the same level of libido, we were the same level of intelligence. We were synonymous. We didn't even have to talk most of the time because we just got each other. And because of that, I don't know if she's sucking another dick, which she was. And because I didn't have proof and I just knew it because divine intervention, I did end up getting proof, but I didn't actually get proof. I just got word of mouth, witnesses, her own friends that went and like saw her and accompanied her to suck the dick were like, hey, yo, Chris, your girl, we took her out to suck dick. I'm like, oh, bet. I tell this bitch, hey, listen, why you sucking dick? She goes about how I'm the problem, da 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 da. You know what? We go into this whole frenzy of ghosting, getting back together, ghosting, getting back together, ghosting. And we get back together. And when we do, everything is normal again, everything is sweet, everything is fine. We are like at prime. Whenever people are like talking about relationships, this is what you're talking about. Where we were at, this is what, like, whenever you imagine a relationship in your head and you're like, this is going to be what I want as a relationship. Like, I want to one day have a relationship. We were there until this girl just decides to ghost me out of nowhere. Why? I asked her why. She ghosted me for a month, right? To which within that month, I went through the most devastating time of my life. That's literally the time that I figured out Frank Ocean. And I have listened to that man since. That's the type of damage that was done to me at the time. And I asked her when we got back together and everything was sorted, and we were like, okay, fine. We're now having a healthy relationship, a clear, calm relationship. She's changed, I've changed, we've all changed. Let's just get it together. I asked, why ever did you ghost me for 1 month? She said, I just didn't feel like talking. She didn't give a fuck what I went through. And that was the problem, though, that like she didn't give a fuck what I went through. So what happens? What happens is I don't end up taking her serious ever from there. And fast forward another phase of ghosting and no conversations, fights. We get back together again, and we get back to ghosting again. And this time a week ago, I was like, you know what, fuck. I'm just gonna text her and we're gonna make this shit work. I text her, I'm like, hey, what's up with you? She like, fuck you. You do this shit to me, da 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 da. I'm like, bitch, listen, can you believe after the time of her ghosting me for no reason because she didn't want to talk to me, she did it again. There was a time where she was like, you don't ever call me. I don't like it. So every day I get up and I'm excited to call this bitch. I call her, she doesn't pick. I call her, she doesn't pick. I call her, she doesn't pick. I get up the next day, I call her, she don't pick. I call her, she don't pick. I call her, she don't pick. I get up the next day, I call her, she don't pick. I call her, she don't pick. I text her, she don't give a fuck. A week passed and I'm like forgetting about the whole shit. She texts me with some, I didn't feel like talking. For a whole week, she ain't felt like talking. And you think, because we were going to come back, this whole thing, no. Sure, she stopped doing all of that bullshit. But the main problem is she still doesn't see a fault in what she does. Because at the end of the day, we are both wrong. Nobody's right. We're both wrong. And if we're both wrong, nobody needs to take accountability. That was not how that shit worked. Katie, that's not that was not the point. I wrote you a whole paragraph and I was telling you that you're letting me feel like an inconvenience, and with all this bullshit that you're doing, I feel like I'm not really valued in this. And I feel like we should kind of like see things through. I feel like you should like see the wrongs in your actions. And you reply to me and you're like, so all I do is bullshit. That was not the point of the text. You're talking about the wrong thing. You're asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong questions. These are the wrong questions. That's not the plot. You're asking about Lucan when the whole show is about Invincible. You're asking where Black Noir is when the whole show is about Homelander and the boys and Butcher. You're missing the whole plot. You're worried about Cinderella's broom instead of Cinderella. You're missing the point of the shit. You've lost the plot. And that's what I'm saying. You're gonna feel like your ex has like there's been new ways to like get you feel like she's probably grown a brain or she's probably changed, and it will look like that. She'll start posting Bible quotes, she'll start watching better TV shows, she'll start doing the shit that you told her to do. And you go and text her, you will. And when you do, It's just going to be the same bullshit, but in a different form. And don't say I didn't warn you, boys and girls. So what do you do? What do you guys, what is the advice I'm trying to give you? The advice I'm trying to give you is ignore the bitch. If you walk in a forest and you encounter the same tree twice, if you walk in a forest and you encounter the same tree twice, you're lost. Do not go back. Don't go back. It seems sometimes logical. Sometimes it seems like you don't actually like. Sometimes it's just like a fuck it or what's the worst that could happen. There is a lot that could actually happen. There is actually a really worst thing that could happen, like being so mentally frustrated they have to make a whole YouTube video about this. You guys get it? Like, I'm not mentally stable. After what I went through this afternoon, I'm not mentally stable. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Damn, it's like, yo, Katie, why are you being so dumb? I know you're smarter than this. Our IQs combined is the highest IQ ever known to man. And this bitch go tell me she don't understand what the fuck I said. She knows what I said. Okay. So, boys and girls, the main point of the video here is please do not text them. You do not want to know what's up with them. You don't want to know. Sometimes the worst they could do is have been fucking another nigger. Like, that's the worst they could do. They could have been like fucking another guy. But you hear that like they're just the same person. You thought they changed and you hit them up. Hey, let's go on a date. It's the same bullshit. It's yeah, now I gotta pose for a thumbnail. You guys don't mind. Yeah, I just posed for the thumbnail. Y'all will know which one got picked. Sub up, comment, like, fix your posture. Y'all are way too hunched over, and actually I need you guys to actually like for real comment. Like, comment. I need you guys to comment. Tell me what's up.